Do you make decisions? Do you make choices? Who is the you making decisions and choices? Is it you? Everybody thinks it is. That there is a you that makes decisions and choices, that makes things happen. So in our community, we talk a lot about the doer. We call that the doer. And I say, you're not the doer. Furthermore, I say there is no doer as an individual that is acting upon the world, making things happen. Hey, Mary, thanks for joining. So today, I was in the kitchen cleaning dishes, and I grabbed a mittful of stuff, okay? And I walked over to the drawer, and I get there, hey, Nancy. And I'm like, do you think I decide which one of these comes out first? Can you decide which one of these comes out first? Which do you suppose comes out first? Reminds me of pickup sticks. Does it remind you of pickup sticks? Hey, Barb's here too with Mary. That's cool. Don't know how you swung that, you techie whiz, you. So here I am in the kitchen. I picked these up. They're dry. I'm about to put them away. Which one comes out of my hand first? Which one do you think comes out first? You think you're the decider? You're the controller? You're in control? What if I decide this one's going to come out first? But this one is hanging by a thread. Ah! Ah! Oh, I think this one's coming first, right? Did I decide that? Did I decide that? Nancy said the biggest one. If I pulled the biggest one out, what's going to happen? No, the one that was coming out first was the one that was going to come out first, right? Because otherwise it's going to hit the floor. Did I decide that? Did I make that happen? No, but I was aware of that. Yeah? Who decided which was going to come out first? Me or the spoon? I'm getting some laughter out there. Maybe somebody's getting this. Did the spoon that was coming out decide that it was going to be the first one to be picked up? I got way too many in one hand. Do I have a choice what's coming out next? Put them down and then choose? You're standing there with a mittful. Some are about to fall out. The drawer is open. If they all fall out, that's what happens. Did I choose that? You're going to grab whichever one is starting to come out, because it's coming out. Did you make it come out? Are you catching this? So I know someone who was outside contemplating when a storm whipped up. And they were contemplating, and after a while, they became conscious of the storm. And then they went in. And then sometime later, afterwards, they find out there was a tornado that hit Ottawa. Not just one tornado, we had 6 tornadoes hit Ottawa. Afterwards, in retrospect, after the tornadoes are over and they've survived, up comes the thought, how did I know to get inside? Like, there was an eye that needed someone to come and tell them, yo, there's a storm coming, go inside. No, the storm was here. You hear the wind, you see the clouds, you see the stuff flying in the air. That's how you know. There isn't a you that needed to have a little whisper in your ear say, time to go in. You already knew. That little whisper came after the fact. That thought came after you knew. Just like when the spoon is falling out, I know which one's coming out first. Go try this yourself. You can try this at home. Okay? Go home, pick up a bunch of stuff, and go to your drawer and see if there's a you deciding which one's coming out first. I challenge you. Any questions on that? You think you're still a doer? If you think you're still a doer, notice that it's only after the deed is done that you claim ownership, because you didn't know what the deed was going to be before it happened. Even when you have the idea, I'm going to do this, that may not be the deed that happens. This I doesn't know what's going to happen. But you're there to see it all unfold. That's your nature of I. Your nature of I is not as the decider, the doer. So Mary, if you put them down, who decided to put them down? Probably you had too many and they were all falling, and so I put them down, didn't I? I decided to put them down, didn't I? Yeah. Pay attention, watch what happens. You will see that thought is always after the fact. After you already know, after it's already in motion, thought will come up and claim ownership, doership. But you're not thought. Thought is not who and what you are. You are before thought. How did you know to get in? Because you're not separate from the storm. You don't need a thought to tell you to get in. You know. You're prior to thought. Thought is like an echo. It's kind of entertaining, I realized. It's sort of like the peanut gallery. I already know that something is already happening, and here's a thought that comes and tells me, this is happening. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you practiced. Hope you tested out yourself. And if you still think there's a doer, come back. Let's talk about it. We'll find out the truth. Get to the bottom. Thanks for visiting with me tonight. My name is Cindy Teevens. We have the Ego to Enlightenment workshop on right now. Come, play, ask, explore. And until we meet again next time, remember to keep it real.